Japanese art. From anime, manga, Hello Kitty, Kusama to Murakami, we can't get enough of it. But this isn't the first time a huge Japanese cultural wave has hit the shores of the West. In the mid to late 1800s, European artists, particularly the French, encountered Japanese art that was so inspiring it changed the face of Western art as we know it. Impressionist artists such as Monet and Cassatt and many more were highly influenced by Japanese art. This is the story of how Japanese woodblock prints contributed to modern art. In 1853, Japan, who had mostly isolated themselves, opened its port to international trade. This resulted in a ton of Japanese objects and art making their way to European and American shores, and people went gaga for it. This fascination for all things Japanese became known as Japonisme. This term encompasses both the obsession with and inspiration from Japanese imports. Among the various objects, textiles, and artworks that made its way over, woodblock prints were especially popular with artists, and you can see that inspiration reflected in their work. But first, what are woodblock prints? In a nutshell, we're talking about prints made during the Edo period, so around 1603 to 1868 in Japan. Edo was a city, but you may know it today as Tokyo. Today we think of Tokyo as a fast-paced city filled with new technology. And guess what? So was Edo. Life moved fast, there were lots of things to do and great entertainment, and from this grew a popular genre of woodblock prints called ukiyo-e, pictures of the floating world. Ukiyo-e captured brief and beautiful moments of everyday life in Japan. The prints feature kabuki actors, city life, landscapes, and famous places, and much, much more. And something great is that since these were prints, they could be mass-produced, making them inexpensive, thus allowing more people to access the art. Ukiyo-e has certain stylistic features that were very appealing to European and American artists, like unshaded, flat areas of color, bold, clear outlines that look like they were drawn on with calligraphy brushes, asymmetrical compositions, unexpected perspectives like a bird's eye view, and the composition of Japanese prints often extended beyond the picture plane, so the edge of the paper. But the question is, why was this so appealing to Western artists? Because art in France and the West in general had become quite rigid and really formulaic. It's referred to as academic art. Artists in training went to the academy. They were told what subjects were appropriate to paint, like historical, mythological, biblical subjects. Then next in line, you could paint portraiture, and so on. The academy advised on the proper way to blend colors and create perspective, and more. And also, in order to be an accomplished artist, you had to stay within those strict boundaries. It seemed like there was little room for creativity. So, for many artists, when they saw Japanese ukiyo-e prints for the first time, it was a breath of fresh air. The subjects were different, the style was alluring, and because of Japonisme, this craze for all things Japanese, artists saw a pathway out of academic painting and into a brave new world of modern art. Let's quickly compare and contrast a few works from the Birmingham Museum of Art's collection to see how these prints inspired Western artists. On the left, we see a woodblock print by the Japanese artist Hiroshige, and on the right is the painting by the French artist Monet, who was a really big fan of Japanese prints. How big, you ask? Here's a photo of him in his dining room, surrounded by prints that he framed and hung. And this is just one room. Imagine the rest of his house. So, looking at both of these works, notice the similar compositions. They both show the view of the sea with land on the left. There is kind of this crescent shape to the land as if it's hugging the water, We can see how both of these works also look like they are a cropped view, as if there is more to see just beyond the left edge of the paper or canvas. Also, the subject matter. It's quite similar with depictions of popular destinations. Hiroshige's print depicts a favorite spot, Kanagawa, along the Tokaido, which is the road leading to Edo, again, modern-day Tokyo. Here we see travelers on this road passing by tea houses. Now, if we look at the Monet, we may not see travelers, but this was a popular destination in France. We are looking at the beach in the village of Pourville in Normandy, and this was definitely a destination for Monet among many other people. But what's really fun is that today it is even more popular. It serves almost as a pilgrimage destination for fans of Monet. Now that you're done comparing and contrasting, I have an assignment or a challenge, should you choose to accept it. Make a drawing or take a photo of a place in your school, your house, your neighborhood, or your city, but you must use the same principles as the Japanese woodblock print. Think about the subject matter, the use of color, perspective, and the composition. Hint: it always helps if it looks like something in the image extends beyond the page or the frame. Have fun and be creative.